Hey ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the stream. We're currently going to be covering the Insomnia69 B Tournament Grand Finals for a little bit of an open bracket matchup between some teams. I'm of course joined on the couch by Beta, Wan and Bumfreeze. How are you all doing, gents?
Excited to have my dad join me on the couch. I'm really excited. He brought me to work yesterday. I got to come back because I was a good boy.
I bought him a skateboard. I was very excited about that. Very cool. And yeah, it should be pretty fun to see like a different side of the land than we've seen so far. Now we're kind of down in the grime of things.
In the grime.
Yeah. I don't know. It's not third. It's way worse than that.
It's way worse than dirt. It's scum. That's where we are now. Yeah. So Wan, are you going to do some skateboards on stream? You know how to do the skateboards?
I would probably just sprain my ankle.
Yeah, that's why Dad took the wheels off. So
I can just like stand on it and I'm going places. But it probably just ruined like the plastic coating that's on here, so I'm gonna refrain.
Yeah. So we do have SAMS versus McVities, I believe, on stream.
Yeah, McVities
LANstanding HobNobs.
Yeah, I'm gonna get it right.
Yeah. If you are actually at the venue and you're watching the stream, if you want to find the McVities people, just look for the shirts. They're everywhere. You've seen them around. They got McVie on their thing, the orange shirts. You've seen them?
No, I haven't seen them. They actually really.
It's like a whole Discord thing. They've got six players playing, and they've got so many others just running around.
Huh.
It's a big group of people.
Maybe I've seen it. I just haven't dialed into it. Maybe I'm colorblind for orange or something.
Yeah, there's like 20 of them. They're kind of all over the place.
the biggest brand in TF2.
They bring their army.
They've got more player shirts than TF2 Easy. So maybe they're the next team up. But I don't know who's actually on that roster because they kind of change around all over the place. So
Yeah, I mean, I think I saw a bit of their warm up. Looked like they had it's Frenchie on Soldier, and then
Whip on Soldier, I'm pretty sure.
Who?
Whip.
Yeah, Whip.
Can't just random check a guy on the couch like this before he's playing.
I mean, if you have heard that this is like the TF2 World Championships, the most important event of the year, I'd recommend you turn your expectations down right now for this game in particular. This
is not that.
We don't have front page on Twitch this time, do we? Like we always get front page on Twitch at the random time.
If this is front page,
I'm going to defer the better judgment to the production team as to whether that's happening. But I'm sure the answer is probably no for this one.
It would just be really funny if we got like 4,000 people.
Yeah, that was quite funny actually. The first game that me and Bum gets cast and we just get Twitch front page. It's quite hilarious. Yeah. But this, I have no idea what to say about this matchup. But I don't know who else was in the B tournament. Did anyone even check? No.
No, I did zero research. I feel like that's when you're put.
yeah.
Fantastic.
I remember looking up who these teams beat to get to the finals, and I didn't recognize any of the names on there, so I instantly forgot who it actually was.
I'm actually really jealous. Like that kind of B tournament sounds so much fun at LAN.
Yeah.
Like just playing some really low stakes TF2.
Yeah.
Zero ping. Like that sounds like heaven to me. So now, I don't know. That means we're at like the final, the holiest of holy of places now?
Yeah,
In the
and
final?
even though they are the scum teams, we've ended up with the Power 3 maps, apparently. So we've got Snake, Process, and Sunshine.
of course.
Which has been like the same as every other game.
Yeah, we haven't seen any granary, any gully yet this LAN. It's Snake, Sunshine every day, non-stop.
Yeah, Snake, Sunshine, and then we never make it to the third map. It's going to be one of the three, like, it's
No,
usually
you're
a
right.
2-0.
We've seen no gully at this LAN, I don't think.
Yeah,
we haven't.
it's been religiously banned by like everyone. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Hopefully we
favorite
see it
map.
in the final at some point. It's a best of 5, so
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're not gonna have a chance. So it's just gonna be played at some point. Please. It's my favorite map. I want to see it. But why is it that they ban Gully? Like, what is it they hate about it?
I couldn't tell you. to be
It's just
honest.
the last point because Americans can't push last. Is that it?
I think it's just Zoomers, man. They just don't know. They don't know what's good for them.
No.
Bring back Badlands. All
Yeah.
the Zoomers. That's how you check how long someone's been in the TF2 community. You ask them whether or not Badlands should be in the map pool, and if they say no, they started playing the game after it was cool to start playing the game. Just cringe.
Yeah.
We should have a funny map pool for the B tournament, maybe. Bring Badlands in for this.
Yeah. We should do that. Just have like slightly off-kilter map pick, right? We should play Bagel, play Clear Cut, play Badlands.
Cardinal.
Yeah. Why not throw in Follower or something? CP Chad. all the classics. Maybe the mirrored versions of the maps.
Oh yeah, that
like
Badlands one is cursed.
Mirrored Badlands is the
Like
most cursed map I've
CP
ever seen.
It's just,
It's so bad. I mean, as well, we've got. Imagine if they put maps like Gravel Pit and Turbine back in, like those kinds of things.
Yeah, there was that map where the land where Gravel Pit was forced into the map pool and then got banned out every single time.
It's still better than Turbine. Turbine is just like CTF corridor. That's what it should be called. It's so bad. Like nobody even uses the mid fight.
Yeah.
Like the mid fight is okay, and then after that it's just miserable the entire time. I'm glad that Turbine was bad.
There's a beautiful old video out there on the internet, on YouTube. I don't remember the YouTube channel name anymore. Magical Killer Cow. From like, you guys will know. He's the guy that teaches you how to airshot on the TR rocket shooting. And there's a beautiful video of his Turbine tournament final map that lasted a whole minute. Because it was one capture that won them that won the map, and it took them maybe 50 seconds. And that was it.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
That seems not thought through at all.
No.
No.
Ah.
That's probably because they were playing like 2-4 normally, right? That will take an hour to get a cap in. And then, they switch to Turbine and they can just run in.
I'd say it's old, but it's not that old. Like, when did we play Turbine? Like season 16 or something like that? 18 maybe?
Yeah, I think 18.
Yeah?
Sounds about right. And that was miserable.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't do that again. That's a good idea we didn't bring that map back.
I'm pretty sure I quit because it's like, nah, I just rather mow the lawn than play Turbine. It's so boring. I don't have energy to just spam this corridor anymore. It's too boring.
Yeah, maybe we should change up the B tournament to just be troll maps. We'll have a Ready Steady Pan. We'll have a De Group Keep. We'll
Randomizer, like
randomizers.
Like a randomizer tournament.
Yeah. We'll do it so people can donate, and then like people can spawn Merasmus in the map again, do all that stuff again.
No, that would just be unserious. We can't have that.
No, we can't. That would just be unprofessional. What kind of
MVM
tournament is that?
tank on last.
A tank on that.
And we
Shout
don't
out
tell
to
the teams in
Australia.
the tournament that any of this is going to happen. They assume they're playing a dead
Yeah,
serious
yeah,
game,
which-
and then suddenly...
Yeah,
Tank.
what I want to do is I want to have like just stock maps, right? But you just put spell books around it.
Yeah.
Right? Don't tell anyone. Just like they're just gonna roll out and then all of a sudden, wait, there's a spell book here. I'm just gonna get this and get invisibility.
If Tweaku is listening to this, give one of us the Archon. We'll sort this out.
Yeah, you can trust us.
Yeah, we can trust.
Yeah, we wouldn't dare do anything
No,
out of the
it's
Archon.
not like us.
I think we have the four least trustworthy people on the
look,
stream,
here
but
we
it
go.
looks like we
Oh,
are
we've got
actually going
gameplay,
live.
SAMS.
Wow.
And McVities.
Is he gonna have the lock and load? He was playing with that in the game that I observed. So like definitely have your eyes peeled for that kind of stuff. We're just waiting for the soldiers to bomb in now.
Yeah, there's just a soldier bombing in. You can see kind of Sam's forced a bit into a corner. So much damage actually that just comes out. I mean, they didn't really get.
They're out of here, man. Like,
Yeah.
there's a scout. Is the second scout behind, or are they both at? Oh yeah, Enemy Girl. Not long for this world. There's no way he wins against two. No. Tim.
Hold that up to your face, boy.
Having some fun with the microphones. Moving them around,
Yep.
So now, even Ubers, yeah? No, wait.
Well, it's not even Ubers, mate. It's almost as
It's
if you don't know how
not.
the game
I
works.
didn't look at the HUD properly. They're going to try to re-push in a mid here. What's the strat
This
going
is Snake Water. By the time they get to the enemy medic, the Ubers will be even. Don't worry about
Yep,
it.
it's Snake Water in a nutshell right there.
Yeah.
Seeds would have 70% right now.
Yeah. Gonna Uber in.
This is an Uber.
I mean, they killed a demo man. It's pretty nice.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, no follow-up. So McVities now. They lose their demo. He's going to come back up. They're going to have full ad. It's going to be nice. We're playing ping pong, going back and forth.
Yeah.
guy's name is
They want to keep on moving. This is actually pretty bold, right? You're just gonna move into a team with Uber advantage, and they're getting punished for it.
Oh my god.
My God.
Well-
Like Uber's advantage doesn't even matter. It seems like just if you push on Snake Water, you are doomed. This medic, he's trying his best, but now his Uber's dead, and that means that he is just
This is
liquidized
a
himself.
last push angle right here for McVities. They wiped them, didn't even pop Uber. everyone is still dead and they're in lobby already. This is there's an engineer on the red team.
That's the most optimistic engineer pick I've ever seen. Like, you go heavy in this
build
situation.
A mini sentry.
Yeah, there's no way.
I've got to say that Frenchie and Blobchap do seem like the players on this team which do just a little bit of carrying.
Yeah, probably. They're actually just diving onto one. This is not a good Uber. There's still a chance just because the medic and the soldier are in here, but they're just going to get cleaned up.
Wipe. Ah, the pain.
You're not going to get a better opportunity than that.
Yep, it's pretty good. They're going to decide to push out here, though. Going to send it all the way out to second. The Ubers are very much in favour of the red team, so blue team, got to see what they can do. They're probably not going to hold on to mid. Let's be real.
No.
They'll let go very quickly.
This is just, I mean, they're sitting around. There's the red team that are trying to break the stalemate because they have an Uber ad, but they have to be careful now.
Yeah, it's a lock and load. Like, he's just going to drop someone across the map.
He's going to drop the med straight away.
He's going to RNG pipes across the point. Like, he has die in his hand. He's just going to cast them and see what happens.
Yeah, that's how that weapon works.
Yep.
You know, at least when I play, I just spam random angles, and then some guy is just going to get double piped. But we have a soldier jumping in, getting all the space in the world. No one's even here from blue team. They're just all out. So McVities, LANstanding, HobNobs, they see the writing on the wall. They get out of here, but they do get to keep an Uber.
We're actually going to see a stalemate. Who knew? On Snakewater, seeing a stalemate? Whoa.
Yeah,
but
this is where these guys can prove themselves, right? Because Froyotech have not been able to break the stalemates, but this gaming have not been able to break the
But
stalemates.
for some reason, when lower level teams play Snakewater, they don't do the sentry spot.
Look, do you see a stalemate? Because I see one man down, and I see a Chad blue team ready and able to push forwards. But they're not doing it.
Yeah, because they're opting to build a sentry gun. So the complete opposite.
Yeah.
They're going to sit there. Do you reckon this 5-minute map timer thingy or 5-minute round timer has changed how people play Snakewater now? They literally just go for round resets? Or do you reckon that,
Yeah, I think like whenever there's like 3 minutes remaining, people just say, no, we're not even going to push out. It's not worth the risk. So we're just going to sit back and do nothing more. Before, people would try to push out, but Europeans, whenever they see a map change or like a rule change, they just use it as an excuse to play slower every single time.
I mean, I don't think it's being done on purpose. I think mid has always had clueless people unable to break glass, or whether or not that's the meta that's reverberated down from the top level or not. It's just, you usually see teams of this level like complain about stalemates because they just do not know how to get into last, even at the best of times.
And Snakewater is also just one of those maps. The sentry gun spot, we talked about it earlier, but it is just makes this map, this last, absolutely miserable to push.
Yeah.
Like, the sniper gets one kill, but where does he go now, right? Like, normally the first kill on the snipers kind of opens up the door for a second peek, unless it's on the medic. But unfortunately for the sniper, the sentry gun is in that spot, and it covers every single angle that he wants to peek. So he just has to run back and just start all over again.
Yeah, like the only real weak spot here is the sentry doesn't cover the shutter door. Shutter door is not a great place to look, but you can absolutely just scope up. If you want, he's going to go for it anyway. He doesn't care. There's sticky traps, there's sentry guns. All right, that's why that doesn't work.
That was an instant death as well. Like, a pixel of his body was through the door and he was dead. I'm going to take this time to explain to you about Engineer pushing onto Snakewater last.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Your old favourite.
My absolute favourite. You just set up a teleporter and then just sack your whole team and then teleport them back into second and take a fight. That's it. And you just rinse and repeat because you can get back to second faster with the teleporter. And that's it.
It's even more value now that they extended those spawn timers for the team pushing last. You need the teleporter now.
Yeah,
you know?
you need it. It's such a long way, actually. I think people undervalue that. It's the same for Metalworks. The route you take to get to second just takes forever to get there.
Yeah, that's true.
That is some dark technology.
Yep.
That I hope never gets implemented.
So, all I'm saying is that Samir and the Big House used it in one of their officials and they won on Snakewater because of it. They broke the hole.
What division?
Oh, it was the Open tournament, so what do you think?
Oh, let's go on this spy cam, though.
Like, people always called me a troll when I was doing
God.
This guy is...
all over the wall.
like,
too.
Whoa!
Oh my good lord!
I mean, they're not going to see this coming. He's
vibing
gonna
out, man.
He's going to drop down.
No.
Oh,
Not quite. Oh my god.
That was so
nice
bold.
Try, nice try.
yeah. You don't see that. Oh, Soda's in.
Oh, you almost got Giga air shot.
Oh my god. He helped?
NS.
Yeah.
Wait,
Balls of
what?
steel.
Balls of steel on that man.
What a man. That's impressive. You think
He just ate it. He took that.
Yeah?
Oh, Jesus.
Took
Nom.
that punch. Didn't even care.
Yeah.
That's a big tilter for Frenchie there. Gets,
Yeah.
Even gets in, gets the first rocket, even hits the second one, and still doesn't die. Doesn't even pop.
You know, I'm not
Skill
even gonna put that down to skill. Actually, I think he's just spilled beer into his mouse. Now his mouse 2 doesn't work.
That's kind of a Chad angle, right? Just don't win the game without ever popping an Uber charge.
Yeah.
So I'm not wearing glasses, so I'm not entirely sure. But the round timer, is that 30 seconds left?
It does look kind of like it, yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does look like 30 seconds. I think I need to, buy glasses like Bump and be able to actually see.
Yeah, we need actual, old ass spectacles,
Yeah.
kind of with zoom functions. That's what I need. I can't
We
see
are
this.
watching a top level game. This is just Witness versus TF2 easy,
Yeah, we
right?
just can't see.
Unable to do anything at all on this last push. Just put the sentry gun in the middle and it's over. Oh look, they're trading
Oh,
like
look,
TF2
guys,
easy.
they're going for the 10 seconds left trade. The classic. Surely this will work. As unfortunately,
got
they're
po-
just trading across both teams. I mean, okay, so as long as they have cap time, the round won't end. But it's 0-0 now. There's so many players just
Probably
on the
goat
point.
incoming.
Brogley. I mean,
there it is.
taunt comes out. How long until we get a round victory from anyone?
Not that long. It's going to be about 1 minute and 37 seconds.
If they wipe on
And then-
mid, there's definitely a chance, and it's easy enough to do on Snakewater, I think. Getting the wipes on mid, where you just, full send it for their med, run away with your med.
Yeah, we almost saw that, right? It was almost a really fast round, but then they
Yeah.
failed the last push. But
You don't want to use that Uber onto mid, ideally, when you do those kinds of things.
very true.
This mid fight is a bit weird. Because,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
the red team, they tried to go in, but unfortunately, they only killed Blobchap. And then Frenchie's just in behind.
Oh, the
And,
big
look
flank.
at
We
the
got the
nuke.
med.
Actually, by the way, shouts to Blobchap. You might have seen a bunch of promotional images for the Essentials TF merch.
Oh yeah, shouts to
Blobchap is modeling that on those pictures.
Absolute
Yeah.
king. Have you seen his stream setup that he's got going on?
I have not.
He's got this helmet that he's worn to every LAN, and he's attached a GoPro to it. That's been streaming out of a laptop in his backpack, and just walking around LAN with the head thing on. So if you want to go see what LAN is actually like, probably tune into that stream.
The
Yeah.
first person POV B tournament grand final stream.
Yep.
Yeah, they're about to come in here. They have the Uber ad. This is pretty much on the money for my time estimate here, I'm going to say.
Set.
Oh my god!
Oh, okay. Almost gets double air shot there, that demo man. Xeno not having the best of times. I mean, okay, they found one kill here onto the demo man as well. They don't have any positioning. The damage not quite there, and there we go. Yeah, MCV not able to convert. I feel like honestly that sentry gun and that rocket kind of just completely denied anything.
Yeah, I think it was the lack of air strafing that caused that to happen. Nothing at all to dodge any of what just happened.
I mean, it became very difficult once the sentry had put him up in a straight
Yep.
line, I think, yeah.
I think at that point you kind of have to surf backwards, you got
Is this a six-man kitchen?
kitchen 6-man.
Love the six-man kitchen. I think it's a strategy not often used, but it is. I don't want to call it effective, but
Valid,
it's
at least.
I think
it's
Gordon
fun.
Ramsay makes it effective. Having 6 men, and then no, I'm just going to drop that one.
Right, so McVities keep winning these mids and then just losing the round.
Oh, they're just going in on grass. I like this. Just no waiting. Just land some soldiers behind, get a good push going, and just take the Uber exchange. Why would you wait and get small incremental advantages? When you can just take a fight. Look at that. So much work done.
Yeah, this has turned rabid. They're all look at the HP on the blue team. There's 20 HP between them.
probably
And
1v2.
then it gets it with the lock and load.
That's
Screw
so
that
sad.
weapon, man. I hate that weapon. Just see a pipe fly up from nowhere and just hit you dead in the face. You don't even see it coming.
Shoutouts to Nakari for really innovating the lock and load, being an absolute pug menace.
Yep.
I think I accidentally at one time, even during cast, referred to it as the Nakari railgun, because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, that's a good title for that strategy. Do you reckon Yak is happy that he's got a strategy named after him?
Is that where you just bomb in?
Two spies, the Yak spies. When Yak was demo man, he would just go spy.
Oh, I thought that was a Neutronis strat. I played on a team with
Neutronis,
Neutronis.
That's the point, yeah.
Yeah, he was a demo man, and he was also our main off-classer. So
Maybe
he was
that's where it originated. Maybe we need to change the name then. It's Neutronis Spies.
yeah.
Oh,
It's a crit
Oh,
screen.
they're critzing.
Nuke.
Oh! There we go.
Very nice.
3 down now, 4 down.
Can they get the med? Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yes. Now it's kind of hard though, right? Because you are a medic
corner
with
is
a
dead.
scout in front of you and
Oh,
behind
no.
you. You do just kind of get wiped.
Yeah, that was a good crit. It killed so much.
Yeah.
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 Massive trade. As I mean, yeah, it's even. This time actually, the the engineer will have time to set up. But he's not
Using the
building it in the
jag.
spot.
No, I think most people set it up here and then they switch.
Ah,
you
there we
can't-
go.
you can't build it
Stupid
in the middle.
caster.
Yeah, it's too easy to pick off. Like, there's not enough metal around
Yeah,
to
you
really
need it
sustain
level
it.
3, and you need to have metal in your inventory. Well, in your inventory, in the sack. I don't know what MG has. Is it a sack bank metal?
Yeah, that's
Ouch.
definitely wrong. Yeah.
Sack of metal.
Oh, show us the sign. What's on the sign?
What's on the sign?
What's on the sign?
Production
Actually,
gives us a
maybe
sign.
sometimes
Oh.
the sign is a
he's
flight
put it
risk.
away. No.
God.
Sometimes the flight can the sign can be a flight risk.
Yeah.
It can be a bit of a
We have
flight
Yeah,
risk.
yeah, maybe don't show that sign.
In the past, we have had some unfortunate moment with signs on stream.
Yeah. Apart from the one with Jay, I think that's the funniest one that we've had.
Yeah.
One with just
It
a
really
picture of
did.
Jay.
Add something to the game that you can put any
Another
image on.
crits?
That's
Yeah,
not a good
it's-
idea.
I think you tried to get the sniper
And the
spawn.
fact that it doesn't get policed at all,
Oh,
so
yeah,
you really can't just do
eventually.
anything.
It's still pretty stuffed though.
What is happening? What
A lobby
what was-
fight, apparently.
A lobby
was-
fight.
What is going on?
How have both medics died during this?
I
I'm
s-
so confused.
So confused. They crits in, killed a scout, and then just kind of got crunched in lobby, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, it's so difficult. Like, again, it's that sentry spot where
Yeah.
the only place you can really go in is like either on the left side and deal with all the stickies and spam, or you can go through the shutter door. Like
Yeah, I
you're
think-
gonna get.
I
crunched.
still think that you just get an NG and you just get your soldiers in lower and they dual spam the gun, and if they die, and it's fine. They're still not going to push out.
Actually, like the real technology is, you get a sentry on offense, and then you carry the sentry gun to the shutter door, put it in front of the shutter door, and then you open the shutter door, and then the sentry gun shoots at the enemy team.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
We should try that out. 'Cause
It
there
wa-
definitely won't be stickies in front of that shutter door because they're on the right side instead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like nobody knows about this strat. It's super secret. It's so good.
That's so good. You know what? With the absurd amount of NG I actually play on Snake War, I might actually try it. But somehow they managed to get the medics, so now they're going to have full ad on the blue side, down 2. So they are going to lose all the space on second, unfortunately for them. But they're going to come running all the way back in. The soldier has been spotted,
Maverick.
so he's going to get munched. Yeah, goodbye.
It's just so sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
He had the angle, and then unfortunately the other players turned around.
He must have
and
been so excited.
yeah. Setting himself up in his head. It's like, I'm going to two-shot the medic now.
The med is in first, and the med is leading the push.
Leading he's so good.
Giga
Like, this is just
Chad.
whip gaming.
Yeah, just whip gaming. Come on, boys, we're going in. And just runs in, doesn't even check for a sniper. Who
Yeah.
cares?
All right, engineer. Okay, only's gonna get one. This is actually a real 3-on-3 fight if they want to go for it. It looks like they don't want to. And just as I say that, Frenchie is
Well,
gonna jump in. Get the air shot, Frenchie. Do it.
He's going to get air shot himself in a minute. He's not careful.
I know for a fact that the only thing Frenchie wants is
Oh,
air
the
shots.
medic's gonna be the main fragger. Just gonna be whip, leading the charge, leading the kills,
He can high
everything.
bomb right now and try and get the med, but he decides to back off instead.
You need to have whip being sent in, right? Like just serve something in and then pick off the medic. I think that's whip's job. It should be.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so now you are trying to push out of Snakewater lobby, and you have to pop even going into a second. So now MCV, I mean, they can just kind of run back, wait it out. They're going to have Uberstoon themselves. So you can see SAMS, I mean, they're already having to play, like, they're stacking the point. MCV can just come in and crunch them heavily. They don't get careful, right? The bomb's coming in already,
Oh, the
and
damage
the lock and load
numbers.
just does so much damage. It's so gross, this weapon. It's actually only 2. Okay, so they get the medic, and they also find the soldier, but now, I mean, no medic, no soldier. This is a push.
Frenchie's in.
No, Frenchie has been mowed down. They managed to get the med, so that's a saving grace here, but they've still got the healing power of the sandwich on the Putis, and they're not focusing him down, so they're all just going to slowly die to spam. Which is a classic when you take left side on Snake Water and don't do anything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
Heavy's OP, guys. I'm going to say it. No class should have 450 HP and a snack.
And a snack. What's your favorite snack, Wen? Beat is my favorite snack.
I'm so happy that there's space
no.
in between us. So, like, I want to pose you guys a question, right? So, like, let's say that instead of this game coming out... Wait, actually, never mind. We have a push. So maybe I'll save the question for dead time.
Oh, this is a good push as well. Like, they're doing so much work, getting so many kills, and they all have the same side right now. So it's just a matter of actually cleaning up the players that enter their territory. But it's getting a little scrappy right now.
Yeah, it just seems like they're using the Ubers to just get in, like, and then just initiate DM Snake Water last. I don't know what else to call it, but there's no real, like, you know, they're not really initiating fully. They're kind of like bombing onto one place and then not really going anywhere else with it. They're not really crossing properly and ending up like in their faces. They just end up on the low ground on the floor and then just die.
I kind of want to see them maybe try a push where you just go very aggressively for the point. I feel like that's the cheat code if you're struggling on Snake Water. Just focus the point really hard, right? Clear stickies, put 2 scouts on it, and then just hope that they all just bomb in and then your own demo man and soldiers just kill everything. But we actually have an Uber force here. Nice job.
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely a trade. The only problem is now the counter Uber comes out of MCV and they immediately lose their demo men, right? SAMS are just, they take the Uber trade, but they don't get any position for the post Uber, so they just kind of get crunched on mid. MCV, now with the demo pick, they can come into second, spam out the point, no demo man again to SAMS, because they don't really have any business here. They're going to have to back off to last. Even Ubers, though, so I mean, we're back on the good old, can someone figure out how to cap the point?
No.
I think I agree. No.
No.
Yeah, the problem is SAMS has like completely figured out the last hole. They're just doing it completely correctly, right? Like they just set up perfectly. They just put the sentry gun in the spot, put their medic in the right position, the demo man's holding the right doors, soldiers are holding the right doors. And it's a pretty good example of how, like, even if you don't have like really good DM, if you just have like the perfect setup and everyone's doing their own job perfectly, it almost doesn't matter, right? And someone walked into a pipe.
The sentry gun walked into a pipe.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
that's
lock
what
and load
Oh.
has been murdering
Oh.
sentiments. Frenchie.
Oh, the seven
Nice
not
little
quite
force
there.
there.
I mean, Frenchie lived so long there. That was
Yeah, I mean-
insane. The guy gets to fire like 5 rockets, even though the sentry's shooting around.
Yeah, this
Oh.
counter Uber should finally, we have to see around here, right?
Oh
Only
my
round.
god,
The
it's
end of the game.
around.
Unfortunately, goes down 1 round for Froyotech, apparently.
Whoa,
MCV, Froyotech, I mean, I don't see a difference.
McFroyo.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Oh, they're even spy checking off classes in Spawn. Now that is advanced.
So
That
they're
is
doing
advanced.
that, but they're not they're not spamming doorways. I don't understand.
This mid-fight, I am worried and scared and excited for both teams. Because it really is, in so many ways, a black canvas of when do you want to bomb in your soldiers. And I guess if you're the red team, also not have your scouts follow up on the bombs. They have position, but it's not that good. So right now, Donut's just 50 HP on the point. The scouts are running around. They're not far forward enough. The soldiers went in, bombed in, didn't get any assistance. And now, I mean, MCV, they just have the health. They have a little bit better positioning as well.
Oh.
That's a nice air shot from the lock and load. And it's a mid victory here for MCV.
Do lock and load air pipes count?
No,
No.
it's kind of like the scattergun air shot, right?
Yeah, you just do 100 instead and then people die. But yeah, really good pressure coming out. Like Enemy Girl, I think he wants to just get the force out, and then take the fight here. Should actually be a better pop here, but there's just so many blue players around. Oh, and they're body blocking this poor scout.
Oh.
You're not getting home, buddy.
But
You're going
importantly,
down.
I think Whip actually went down there in the fight. So MCV, they have 3 kills, but they need to get this point cap and then try to transition it into last with 1 spawner already up for SAMS. I mean, I feel like this is very holdable for SAMS. They have the advantage as well. Not sure if they're going to do anything with it. It's about 30 ad on Snakewater last.
Yeah, McVities, they don't even want to go. If they don't have the med, they don't want to go. It's like when you have your favorite buddy and he's not going to the party, you're not going either.
Another last hold. Okay, interesting. I saw a guy flick onto NG and then decide he wasn't going to do it, and they just decided to go to cookie cutter classes now. So now, is there a chance?
They're actually going to push Lucky. Like that's the only explanation I can see, and they're going to Uber out here, see if they can get any kills. And like Demo Man's not in that good a position. Like there's players behind.
Yeah, they're just going to get back capped here, unfortunately. The block is coming out as well.
Someone snuck in behind in a funny spot.
That's just upsetting.
That's nice out of McVities, having the sort of awareness in order to get your player in behind, get that back cap going. Whip actually managed to get out as well, so they were going in for the counter push anyway with their own Uber. Managed to cut out the Uber fairly well. They had the back cap contingency plan to kind of pull them back.
That was an interesting hold S rollout, so you don't see that one often.
Very advanced strategy, actually. Not many demo men are doing this. But the lock and load on the mid is just kind of insane, as the enemy demo man, Brogley, just does not get to play the game.
Just a medic alive, and not for long, though. Not long for this
Oh,
world.
just suicide, my man. Just
Run!
don't even think about it.
Nice search
No, he can do it, guys.
No!
Yeah, he just wasted like 5 seconds of lifetime there. He's going to be having the longest resupply of all time, and like already McVities, they're going in here to last. There's going to be 0 heals. Every time they do some damage, they'll have to go back into spawn to regen.
This Super's coming out, but it's onto a demo man that like kind of flubs his bomb. The heavy's finally taken down now. All of the red team is sort of stuffed in a corner, but the soldier and the high ground's actually going to do so much work. These lock and load pipes are so stupid.
He's just sniping people from across the map.
He's on sniper, man.
The railgun, the Nakari railgun, in force and in action. He's finally realized the threat as well on the soldier. He was like, wait, I should be shooting at this demo man. It's like,
This was Frotech's map pick, Copium. Sams can come back.
Yeah.
Sams have got this in the bag.
How long is it left? Like 6 minutes? 3 rounds? 6 minutes? Doable. I've seen worse happen to Yak teams.
Fun. Have you got any fun stats that you had about comebacks on Snakewater? I think you did, right?
I mean, there's a stat where there's a lot more round resets on Snakewater than any other map, but like that's kind of to be expected after PTF World Grand Finals last season.
That's like an unfun stat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looks like is there a funny stat? Or a stat's boring?
I mean,
Numbers are boring, man. Maths for losers.
I haven't done much research into the McVities versus SAMS stats, I'll tell you that much.
Was it you? I think it was last time you were coming up with the win rate thing, and as soon as it gets past like 2-0 on Snakewater, it's 100% win rate for the team with 2-0 or something.
Yeah, it was very surprising. It was, the teams leading 2-0 just have a crazy. I think it was 100% like win rate. And that's like not something you expect to see, because obviously it's very easily comebackable in that time, but it must just be like a variety of factors about the mental and like how much you can slow the game down if you do start losing again after the team down 2-0 gets back into it, etc. But it looks like McVities are back ahead in this one. There's a last-ditch attempt onto the medic, but this has got to be around, surely.
Yep. I think the Blob chap is playing out of his goddamn mind. He's bombing all the right people. He's flying in now. He's going to land this demo, destroys him, rips his face off, hits the torpedo. Oh yeah, that's what we like to see out of Blob.
You have to win the round now,
I mean,
guys.
if you're just going to stand there and body block people, you might as well taunt, right?
Yep, absolutely.
Rub
He had
it
to
in.
reload his rockets anyway. He was like, well, I'm done. Just hit the top man.
I can see why these Froyotech guys made the grand finals. They're pretty good.
Yeah, they're pretty goddamn good. Yeah.
Pretty nasty, actually.
Pretty nuts. Froyo Blob chap is my favorite player.
I want to see Brogley hit some Xeno pipes across mid this time. I want
Yeah,
to see
he's
us
gotta-
get back into the game here.
Yeah, come on, Brogley. You've got this, man.
What are you guys' Xeno DPM predictions? What's that looking like?
310. 310.
Yeah, we're looking at 300 plus.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Frenchie.
That's a nice one.
Frenchie.
And SNS.
Yeah, these soldiers on McVities are cracked. I don't
All
understand.
right, get them all, Frenchie. Just don't get caps or anything.
Keep going.
Yeah. This is your time.
Yes.
And the guy's
Bomb
like,
through
I'm
that
not even
window.
playing this mid. He's just staring at the sky the whole time, like working out the trajectories.
Oh,
my
Frenchie!
He knows Peter's casting. He wants to get in that frag video, man.
He's on fire.
He's here for one reason.
Oh, it's working. It's
He's
working.
farming clips, man.
Any prems watching in the crowd for some potential?
I mean,
pickups
I
next
heard
season?
through I heard through the grapevine, Froyo are looking to replace some members next season.
Yeah. Wow. Maybe Frenchie can be the first
European.
European player to get
transfer into the
inherited.
American market.
Yeah.
I mean, Seeds did play on Ford Gaming for a bit, but like besides Seeds,
Oh my
Look
God,
at Frenchie.
Jesus, this man is on fire. What
Yeah.
machine? We didn't talk about the soldiers on land being a lot stronger though than they are like online. This field.
Yeah, that's just a fact.
what a joke.
They're currently trying their best to get in, but only Frenchie has any health. Like Blobjab, he doesn't care about health,
Yeah.
but he's gonna get taken down by a heavy. Like jumping a heavy with 100 HP, that's not a very strong proposition for you. But
Yeah, that just screams that he never got that buff.
no, yeah, it's like, I think, yeah. Can we blame Whip for this one? I think that's what we're doing.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
we blame Whip for that one. Yep.
Whip, what the
Medic's
fuck,
fault
man?
every time.
I want to be honest, Whip in Ramixes is a terror. Because he will not, if he gets medic, it's just over for that team. And somehow McVities are managing to fight even though they have Whip on med. And I think that's impressive because I have not managed to do that in my Ramixes.
I don't play Romixes because I don't hate myself enough.
Yeah.
Oh, you'll get there eventually, buddy. Don't
yeah.
worry. Life's gonna get you down.
Give it a
eventually.
couple of
Ramad's
years.
sitting out in the crowd right now.
It's like, what the hell, man?
Ramed's here to poach you into the Ramix ecosystem.
The pyramid scheme that is Romixes.
Yes. Gotta get you involved.
Yep. Well, Borma has
mean-
managed to survive this. He has gotten out to last. It's relatively even Ubers, it looks like.
Frenchie's spawn camping. Oh, look at him.
God, Frenchie Sniper, I totally forgot about this, because Frenchie was originally a scout main, and he
Yes.
played a load of Sniper, and swapped onto a Soldier, and is just owning. Oh my God, again with a headshot. Can he find more, is the question, I guess?
I mean, he's not really under that much pressure most of the time. Like, his team is doing a really good job of actually either distracting or just standing in front of him, right, like bodyguards. And then as soon as that's no longer the case, he's kind of probably should have gotten out of there. But no, he decided he wanted more and didn't work out that time for him. So pretty even Ubers.
you go.
Oh.
Oh, the game ended. We totally forgot the game has an actual timer on it. So,
That's
yeah.
right. They only played 30 minutes. That's new to me.
I mean, 4-0 is a pretty good scoreline on Snakewater.
Yeah, well, they didn't get 5-0'd. That's
Yeah.
something.
It is.
Yeah, like SAMS were playing pretty well. Like they got across mid and pushed last a bunch of times, didn't they? Like,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's the case. Not
They
that I was
made it
paying that
difficult
much
for the
attention.
first 20 or so minutes.
Yeah.
There was a long time without a round, but McVities finally got into it. I think they are the better team of the two out of these rosters. It's kind of the expected winner.
Yeah, they played against each other in, like, I think the groups or previous in the B tournament, and McVities won 5-0, 5-0.
Okay, so I want you to know, J-Max in my ears just spat a stat at me. We're going to try and guess across the couch how much DPM that Xeno did. Okay?
Okay.
We'll start with Bum.
All right, let's go with like 387.
432.
200.
Wandom, you were 2 out. 434
What can I say?
DPM.
I'm just the smartest analyst here.
doing play-by-play.
And you guys in chat saying Wandom, he's so stupid, whatever. Look at me now.
Getting it right
You were
for it.
counting and calculating in your head every time you saw a pipe.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
divide
I have
by
a
3,600
spreadsheet.
Seconds.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we spent 90% of that game just watching him play, you know? So it should be pretty easy to just calculate how much damage he was doing. But I don't know. Like, you actually have to hit those lock and load pipes, though. Because I've very often seen demos use the lock and load, and they just have no damage whatsoever because they'll just get like those random kill like long range one, and then whenever they get rushed down by a scout, they just die and do 0 damage. Kind of like the direct hit syndrome where you're either doing 0 or killing people, right? Like there's no in between. So like the overall damage is not that impressive.
How much of a lock and load map is processed? That's our analyst segment
Pretty
for
good.
this game. Like, yeah.
It's a pretty good. Anything with straight lines, anything that's a good sniper map is a good lock and load map.
Yeah.
I mean, cosmetics usually like to hold, like if you're holding middle, trying to push into second, they're usually sitting around the rock, like around the health pack on mid, and you can shoot some pipes through there.
You can shoot some good pips, yeah.
Yeah, like process mid is really, really good for that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like I've done a lot of Liberty Launcher research, and it's always bad, but the best map is process for Liberty Launcher.
Yeah.
So it's just the same logic applied.
I think the most degrading thing that's ever happened to me doing a Demoman rollout was Tantrum did the Cadus rollout, process mid, and then instead of pulling out stickies to like, you know, charge one up and shoot one across, in mid-air he just fired a lock and load at me and just killed me with one pipe. That made me want to scream. Like genuinely break my keyboard in half.
Is there like an uninstall command in TF2?
I hope so.
That would be really nice if you just
Yep.
like uninstall.
Yep, that's it. Disconnect from Mumble, go cry in a corner. We have a gift from McVities. Oh, McVities has brought
Getting
HobNobs.
sponsored on stream.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh my
Anybody want
god.
one?
That's
Gonna
amazing.
be honest, I didn't realize HobNobs were an actual thing, but it says right here HobNobs.
Have you had a HobNob before, Wandom?
We have
Yeah.
HobNobs
Oh, these are like
everywhere else.
these are the
We don't
chocolate
call them
ones.
HobNobs.
These are the good ones, right? Like normally, I don't think they have chocolate on them, do they? But I'm sure chat's gonna enjoy just hearing us crunch these.
So,
Oh,
also,
yeah.
why doesn't HobNobs play on HobNobs? Like, the player HobNobs on the team HobNobs.
I think we need to have a word with him, to be honest.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable that he's not playing on that team.
So guys, who's ready for a mukbang? McVities sponsored mukbang.
What does
Well,
this
they
even
just
mean?
eat biscuits.
Yeah, it's gonna be the driest mukbang
is just like
ever.
an eating stream.
Oh, okay. I'd call that an eating stream, personally, but
No,
if we need
no.
a fancy name for it.
Yeah, it's like
course.
originated by people eating in the street with loads and loads of food on mats. It's kind of where it comes from. But if we did it in Britain, it would just be loads of kettles, really poor china plates, and just loads of biscuits.
Cucumber sandwiches.
Or one bottle of water and a packet of HobNobs.
2 bottles of water.
Two bottles
my
of
bad.
And an almost empty Pepsi.
Has anyone got like some real like Walkers? Like Walkers.
Other soft drinks are available.
How fast do you think you could eat those?
How fast? Not
How
very.
many can you fit into your mouth, Peter?
One
Oh,
at a
is it
time.
going to be this kind of segment now?
Yeah, I'm not falling for it. I'm not going to take the bait. I was hoping someone else was going to take the bait of just like, oh, I can eat them all in 10 seconds. Haha. And just have.
Who on production or in the cast would do that?
I feel like... Actually, I don't know. I feel like you could convince Turbo Tabs to do a lot of things if you knew how to negotiate with him.
Yeah,
Turbo Tabs will do anything for the show.
Exactly.
He's such a fun
Yeah.
guy.
He's such a showman.
yeah. He's the best at filler content. I told him earlier, I was like, dude, you could fill for hours. Like, you could just continuously go. And then I'm just standing like, I have no idea what I'm doing.
This is our attempt at filling.
Yeah,
You guys-
exactly.
In terms
I'm gonna
of
be honest,
process,
guys.
Yeah, it's like,
eating HobNobs.
which map
I
we got
don't
next?
know.
Our process. Are we going to analyze that map at all? No, of course.
No.
No.
I mean, you guys have seen Process before. You know
Oh,
how
it's
it goes.
Sunshine next anyway. It's not even process.
I mean, we
Wait,
can get some. Like, I really want. The thing I wanted to see at this land more than anything is 2 roamers equipping the katana and both doing fast rollouts and just meeting in the middle, right?
Yeah.
Swiping at each other, insta killing.
That's the new market gardener for soldiers.
Yeah.
I want to see like both roamers doing the soldier rollout on Process, and then one of them hitting the other guy in midair. Those are nice when you hit the other guy doing the rollout.
Yeah. It's not even that rare. Like it happens a decent amount of the time. You know, it happens like once every 3 maps or
I
something.
mean, eventually you figure out how to hit the shot. You just hit the shot.
Yeah.
Just compute it in your brain.
Just hit shots.
It just hit him.
Just hit.
I mean, rockets aren't hard. You're on land. There's no excuse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no ping. They're like, they're bullets now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Freddy's gonna hit those.
Can we invent a 6 on process? Like, obviously there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can we just choose some random arbitrary other point of the map to start calling 6? Just confuse everyone.
What about the lower door? Like the lower door into lobby, you know?
I suppose so, yeah.
That could be 6. And the one above it is also 6.
6, 6.5.
Yeah.
It's like platform 9 3/4. Instead, it's
We just
This-
screw
my-
IT. It's now just 13.
my main caller told me to go to 6.5, and I don't know where that is. There's another random family. He's like, oh yeah, you don't know. No clips through the wall.
That's the frog under process process last, which I didn't know about for ages, and my entire team called me an idiot. Now, how do you not know there's a frog under process? Like,
Yesterday, actually, when we were setting up for one of the casts, Peter's free camming around on Snake Water, and he finally discovers the snakes on Snake Water.
Yeah, the one in the middle. I didn't know about the ones in the middle. I knew about the ones out in the creek, but no, I
He's
didn't.
like, there are snakes on this map? I'm like, yeah,
yeah.
yes.
I didn't realize I had been walking over them this entire time. I thought they were like outside the map.
Snake water are a brand of beer as well in Australia.
The snake water was.
Oh, that sounds sick.
Snake water's like a brand of beer.
I'm pretty sure Gully Wash is like a cocktail or something.
Yeah. So I assumed that when they were creating these maps, they had like Robin Walker in mind.
Yeah.
Australian themed things.
Yeah, like Australians are the best at naming things, just
Yeah.
everything. Like all their swear words are kind of the same, except they're just so much more brutal.
Yep.
And I'm not going to give you any examples, but just trust me when like
This is a family broadcast.
Yeah, it's
The
a Christian
Australian
stream. Yeah.
trash talk is unreal. I mean, Australians are so naturally just adept at just cutting through and making sure the trash talk just lands exactly where it stings the most.
Yeah.
yeah, Ozfortress is the only Discord channel where I haven't muted the shitpost channel. You know, like I got to keep that one open.
You got to keep that one always open because it's important. There's so many memes that you can glean from it.
Yeah. They're like 2 centuries ahead of us in memes.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I think we're going to end up with a lot of memes coming out of some of the photo shoots that were done. We've got a lot of Samsky threatening people with skateboards. Have you seen those pictures?
Yeah, I've seen like it, and the great thing is, you know, it says bonk on the bottom of them,
Yep.
and then he's like hitting people over the head with them.
Yeah.
But I don't know why all of the photo shoots is just Samsky being threatening, and then he pretends he's a nice guy. Like he's clearly not.
He's just a big evil man.
Yeah, like it's deep in him.
Demon of Hell. He's the only one that has decided to openly chat some stuff at Banny during their official.
Oh right, yeah.
The law goes. I actually don't even remember what he said, but like Froyo failed the last push or something, and he types in chat, "You guys need to work on your last pushes." And then 2 maps later, after Swift got 5-0-5-0'd by Froyo, Benny types in chat, "You guys need to work on winning rounds." And the law goes that he was upset the whole map, and that Samsky just activated beast mode on Banny.
Yeah, he's like kind of the Michael Jordan of TF2, where if you piss him off, he's just going to get even stronger.
Yes.
Yeah, but he will take everything personally, and he's very petty about it.
Yeah.
It's okay. You are going to get to him.
Speaking
All right.
about taking things personally, we're on to map number 2. McVities have a point to prove against SAMS. They're up 4-0 on Snake Water. This time around, we're playing Sunshine, another map that can be quite slow. Last is difficult to push, but so far already, Xeno's doing a lot of damage on top. Does not actually manage to find and kill. Finally, there's one frag going across. There's actually McVities. They've lost 2 already, 3. I'm not on mid at all. Back on second here as SAMS. They claim it.
They do indeed. I mean, it was a very strange mid-fight. They didn't even really collide with each other. People just kind of died, like the spam long-range stuff. So Xeno did find a lock and load kill already this game, but they're doing a very, very loose hold on second. They're probably going to lose it, but Xeno lands a pipe. Never mind, this push is thwarted by 1 grenade launcher. Nope, never mind. Whip is somehow dead.
Yep. Yeah, just really great timing there from the
Welcome
soldier.
to the Whip is your medic in a Ramix experience. Where you're like, how did that happen? And he will not tell you. Whip is a classic example of a guy who will just sigh. He'll die and he'll just go, like exhale into the microphone.
Yeah.
and you'll be like, well, okay, we'll try again next round, I guess.
He doesn't do the rocket moan.
I mean, Whip kind of does
How is
have a bit
Frenchie
of a
alive?
monotone voice. Can be quite hard to maintain the energy. But, you know, I mean, McVities is doing a good job. Somehow, I've actually stayed on to second, even Uber's still as well. I mean, SAMS extend in, don't really get anything. Now they might just lose mid? Nah, surely not. They have players. They can fight this. Come on, guys.
You can fight this, isn't even scrap. They're going to get forward spawners as well, so it's going to be even better for them if they continue fighting this.
Yeah, it's just soldiers in the bell tower right now. They just keep jumping up there, and it's just the worst spot to be. But that's a nice little rocket. Takes down the scout. Should really open up the area here for them. It still have, like, just the fact that Cena wasn't in most of this fight, I think, is what really did it for them there. Like, eventually they just have to retreat. Don't have the damage output.
Oh, Maneuver's coming in. He got the med, and he just find him. That's pretty insane. He gets a nice pipe as well onto him. And picks up another, but 3 currently still up for the red team. They still got players at large that can frag their medic if they're not careful. Donut's going to take the 1v1 versus Blob and get spammed down eventually. That kind of mid-range fight has been happening quite a lot.
Oh,
It's a full wipe.
full wipe indeed. Sino not going for the spawn camp. That's a bit disappointing. Isn't it a rule that whenever the opponent's full wipe and you have a chance to jump at the enemy spawn, you must do it?
Yeah.
I think that's the thing. But man, they walked out of spawn right now and they're just already being crunched for it.
Yeah, I mean, now, it's a bit of an ad for McVities, right? Not the end of the world for SAMS. They could build this up in time. They've got the engineer up already. They've got Putis. Could be okay. I mean, they're not pushing off of this advantage quite yet. They're sitting up top, just trying to scout out, spam down the gun. Finally goes down. Now, do you push here? They're going to try it.
Yeah, it's not a big advantage, but it's definitely big enough to make it work. Try to focus down the heavy. He is down. They're getting some pretty decent kills, but everyone has just delta split, trying to get out of it here for SAMS. And they're doing a decent enough job, but I think it's just not going to be not quite enough. There's a single soldier remaining. He's just being absolutely bullied away there by the soldiers, and that's a pretty damn clean push. It wasn't a big ad, but they managed to peek in, take down the Centagon before it all really started, and that enabled the demo man to just get in deep with no real, I don't know, like things to stop him. So great push there from HobNobs.
Yep, now, mid-fight numero dos. We are coming in. I mean, this time around, it's a valley push, but look at this soldier aggression here. Maverick does a lot of damage to Xeno, but he survives. And now, SAMS have to play this mid-fight without one soldier. Makes it a lot more difficult. The high ground is in their favor at the moment. McVities, because their demo is forced back early, they don't have that much presence on point. Because have a demo man spamming the high ground, not actually doing that much damage, means that SAMS, they can probably just take this.
Should be pretty easy for them. Like, they have all the central positioning, but they're kind of playing scared right now. Oh, they're all in choke, and this second bomb could be just absolutely murderous, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. They're just going to eventually get out here. Oh, we got the stock pipes. This is the Chad pipe launcher. I'm so happy we get to see this one.
Yeah. The Chad pipes are nice. I like the Chad pipes. Bring them back, man.
I think I prefer the stock pipes, actually.
Yeah. They
I'm
look
really
cooler.
bad at demo, but
Like I used to prefer them, but then now I think I'm just so used to the little round pipes now that I can't go back. Or at least it's going to take a while. Oh, dropping the demo man in that push, that's a big deal. Blobjab's going to do a lot that he can do here, but he gets dropped himself, so now it's just the drop party. Everyone else is being taken down, and eventually it's going to be SAMS who comes out ahead.
yeah, we're just playing whip again for that one. You drop Blob, team carry. Can't drop him like that.
No.
It's not okay, man. But looks like they've got one alive. He's going to try and block second. It is going to be Frenchie. He's going to be walking up onto the high ground. Can he block the point? He gets the first.
Oh, he's not
He gets
looking.
the second and he blocks it out, boys.
Yeah, like that scout was not paying attention. I'm pretty sure he was like taking a drink or something. Like hands off keyboard kind of deal.
Yeah. Monitor turned off, having a drink, just kind of hoping his team wins the round for him. Instead, now, I mean, they still have advantage. They still managed to get this. Whip is just pushing through shutters on his own. Like,
Yeah, he's the lead
Yeah.
caller, and that means you have to lead and call at the same time. Every
Yeah.
push. That's how that works.
all right, now they're back on last. Once again, Uber advantage for SAMS here, not the end of the world for them. They should honestly be trying to push this. But, I mean, so, just setting up some traps, getting ready for the push that surely it comes out, right?
Yeah, like they have a golden opportunity now to get the first round in this entire match. They're going to go in through their own left side. They lose one guy on entry, so that's not great. This Heavy is still alive. Oh, yeah, there's no way this push works. Like, you really need to focus down the heavy weapons guy in that situation. And
it's not a question I ask very often, but what do you think about the gloves of running urgently change that happened ages ago now, where it depletes HP rather than giving mini crits?
I have no opinion. I'm not a Highlander player.
I think it's a good change just because it's weaker and it's annoying. Like, you can't build with it. You can't, like, just run really, really far and then come in and immediately be helpful. You actually have to hide for a while. So it kind of feels like you don't have that advantage anyway. So I think most people would think it's not quite good enough to run. And that's where I want that unlock to be. I don't want it to really exist.
Yeah, exactly. That was my opinion as well. Like, because before we would have, like, the opportunity for a Heavy to run to mid with no repercussions, whereas he gets to mid on like 100 health or 150 health or whatever it is, and is a useless wet paper towel.
Yeah, like if a Heavy isn't like really, really, really healthy, then there's no point in the Heavy. Like that's the whole point, is that you just have a damage sponge, and if he can't be that, then yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Heavy to mid was really cringe when we had to do that for a while. That was a bad meta. Glad we fixed it. Thank you, Valve. Decent positive change. What else is decent and positive? This Uber coming out of McVities finds a Demo Man already. Shadow doing a lot of damage. But okay, here's the thing. It was positive. We killed the Demo Man. They've got a kill onto Maverick as well. 2 down, trying to push into middle. But like honestly, now they have to bust in through middle. They have to get in onto the enemy medic fast because he has an Uber charge. They just didn't get him.
No, it looks like they want to try and put some pressure on to try and force the Uber out somehow. Like Whip seems like he's being pretty aggressive in his positioning. Like he's not afraid to go forward, but if he's too aggressive, he will just get popped on and killed. But right now, like they're unable to really track down Whip at this moment, and he is closely inching in on to getting this Uber charge.
Yeah, he'll get this probably when they're leaving second. They're going to be playing super far back here by the looks of things, just clearing out those traps. And yeah, they're all the way back in the show. They're just going to be going back to last. So it wasn't enough Uber for them to want to stay in, because if they were going to have to stay in, they'd have to sit really close with their medic, and then there's an opportunity where you've got 5% left and then you die. So
yeah,
you rather just go hold last than give up that 5%, because it would mean that you wouldn't lose the round basically. So yeah.
Yeah, it's very, very risky.
Yep.
It's the kind of thing you don't do when you're up 1-0, like with plenty of time. But there's no reason to take that kind of chance right now. It's more like if you need to get a bunch of rounds in relatively short amount of time, then you can kind of try and play it, a little more risky.
Yeah.
Like you could also do it if you had more players, because then you can like clog up the chokes a lot better.
Yeah.
But when you only have 4 players, it's a lot less.
It's kind of rough, yeah, because you would see in like those high-level games that a Div 1 team, for example, would still hold that close and just sit there, because they'll have other people watching the other doors. So when they come in an Uber, you should be able to back off enough to build that 5% and then Uber back into them and reclaim.
Maverick just found like a spot in the ceiling that I've never seen.
Yeah.
It almost looked like he was going to land on the rafters. I'm pretty like you can't do that, but he got just floated by the sentry
waiting
gun.
for the sentry gun to shoot some guy up into the skybox and then have him get skybox dash shot. It's kind of what I'm waiting for.
Yeah. Sunshine Last has a higher skybox than people think. It doesn't look very impressive, but like you can get up pretty high. But normally it doesn't happen.
Some nice high bombs on Sunshine Last.
Yeah, like it looks enclosed, but like most of that stuff up there is not clippable, and you can get in there. But yeah, Frenchie, I think he's on a banner right now, trying to just build that. It's going to be a process. It's going to take a while, and he's not the only one. Who was the other soldier? Oh man, he just built all. That's Maverick. He just built so much banner with like 4 rockets. That's crazy. Look how much he's building.
Oh my god, it's pumping up.
I'm interested to see how these teams use the banners, because we've obviously seen them come out with Witness Gaming out of TF2 Easy. Wonder how that gameplay sort of filters down to a little bit lower level team. How effectively they can pop these banners.
Yeah, I think that they know that there's that option. Oh, okay.
Oh,
never mind.
banner
Well,
down.
If I was going to talk about it, I'd say that you take less sentry gun damage when you use it. So you just use the banner, go in, kill whatever gun they have, and then just muscle through and try and get them to use Uber, and then you re-push with your own Uber, but he died, so.
Yeah, like usually the banner pushes that I like are like you just exchange Ubers, and usually you're gonna have like a pretty bad Uber, but then you just pop the banner, and if they just push into it at all, then they get baited.
I'm so surprised they give up second there. They lost one soldier. They just decided to completely give it up, even though there's a sniper on the blue team. They're respecting the Shadow sniper so much by just giving up second. They lose one soldier and they don't even fight it.
Yeah, do you guys remember the set effect things that used to exist in the game?
Yes.
Yeah. So you could have, like, back in the day, you could have a black box battalion soldier with like the buff from that, and then you just banner in, and this would do like nothing to you.
Oh yeah. Like that. The worst one was definitely the sniper one, right? Where you know you couldn't die to headshots.
Yeah.
that
was so dumb. Like,
yeah.
Thank God they removed that.
One of the many things that ruins Highlander is that set. Also, just the danger shield in general.
Yeah.
Back when it did that, that was not fun.
What does it do now? I can't even remember.
I think it's like less pyro damage or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I think I know because I play a lot of jetpack pyro with backburner, and they put that on to counter me. It's pretty funny.
Frenchie's got some rockets, man. He's enjoying LAN.
Yeah, he's having a good time on LAN. I mean, they did pretty well in their group as well. They came third in the group. They lost. The only reason they didn't get second is because they lost to Samir in the big house. So, what can you do?
Got to represent your mix, boys, don't you?
I have to every single time. Every time I get a chance, I'm gonna say it.
Yeah.
So it's 2 dead for MCV right now, right? They're down both soldiers. They have one soldier spawner, but he's not going to be there for a little while. SAMS are trying to push in. The question is, okay, never mind. They found a kill. It's completely fine. They have one soldier on the high ground. Maverick does save his medic just about time. Now it should be just a middle full SAMS. Can they push it further here off of this one kill?
I don't think so. I think they're down like a bit too many players and a bit too much health. I think the respawners are going to come in time here, but I don't know how much of this they realize, and I don't know how much of this they feel that. I don't know how careful they are as a team, right? Because that could be a stylistic issue, but it looks like they are going to go through. They don't care.
Oh, maybe not. Goodbye. They are currently in the respawn queue. 3 currently left standing for the red team. Make that 2, and make that another. Holy God.
The sword is still behind lines. He could go for a back cap, and he is
absolutely.
actually doing that, but he's not on pain train, so.
They just stack this on point, and they get the cap. They're going to have to stack it, though. I don't just think, okay, there we go. They get the soldier in behind. It's still 3 dead. Xeno doing a bit of spawn camping. Doesn't really matter, honestly, because these players are already so far back. Now, MC was just be able to walk this forward in onto second here. The pipes come out, the spam comes out, and SAMS, they're stuffed into a corner, have to back out onto last.
Oh, my soldier's getting battered. He actually gets spammed to death. Oh no. It's really upsetting. And now they are going to have this small Ubrand to play with coming into last. They've got an NG up. Once again, it's an incredibly optimistic NG, but they are not building very well on the side of McVities. They're taking their grand old time to get this Uber.
Yeah, that's going to give them time to get a center gun up higher on SAMS, and also obviously just in general heals an Uber at, or like building Uber. If they're really slow, which they're kind of doing now, they're only just now Ubered in, but the Uber is so close to actually being there. He can just hide and spawn and probably get it in time, but the demo man, he's not going to be in spawn.
No, Shadow.
He still doesn't have the Uber charge. He's just stuck in spawn. Couldn't quite reach them. Just down. Gets taken down. Is that who's the statue of?
That's the best worst push I've ever seen.
That should not have worked.
No, yeah, they just flopped everything and won anyway. That's incredible.
Yeah, who is the statue a face of?
Do
we know? Is there any lore surrounding the solemn vow?
I assume it's some sort of Greek philosopher.
There's a pubber out there somewhere in the crowd. That
isn't it in the name? What's it called?
It's called the solemn vow. So
the solemn vow. Oh.
I would not be surprised if it was like a bust of Darwin or something, you know, because that seems to be the way of things.
Some famous white guy.
I'm gonna go with Archimedes, right?
Yep.
Like, Medic just names everything after Archimedes.
True.
This middle is going the way of MCV. because everyone on the red team has gone down. It's a bit weird, right? Maverick is trying to do a salvage, gets 3 kills, but I mean, I think most importantly here is that as long as Whip stays alive, keeps the rest of his squad going, they're just going to run over Donut here. You can see he's in spawn, he just spawned. And McVities, get the mid, get 100% Uber already. Huge ad here. And just push it all the way in.
Yeah, they need to start rolling this, otherwise they're not going to make it to last in time before red team gets their Uber or get a sentry gun built, etc.
Yeah, like a really top level team would have like already been forward on second, locking down doors, probably even spamming last for sentry guns. But there's just no presence at all from anyone here on SAMS. So I think we are going to get there in time, but you're right, it's going to be close.
It's getting closer.
Yeah.
I mean, we had this problem last time around, right?
Oh my god, they're still dawdling.
Where they're taking so long to go in. They really want to push in after they've taken down the gun, and it just gives the enemy medic so much time to
get the demo though.
You get the demo kill though. It's a decent start. Now onto the heavy as well. Gets down the Brutus. Now 3 dead for SAMS. It's going harder and harder to hold.
Medic dies
and
on
the medic
99.
does go down. They don't even have an overcharge to hold. And MCV 3-0 up.
Yeah, if the medic on SAMS is listening here, you should probably not hold in spawn. You should be in between, like behind the point, and then you can rotate over to the right side or the left side, depending on which door they come into. And then you can just shove in the flank on the right side if you like, or you can just go left side if they go on the right. Gives you so many options.
Yeah, that's definitely the way to go when you're having like any kind of borderline hold.
Yeah.
It's just so nice to be able to rotate like that. And if you get stuck in spawn on Sunshine, it's really brutal. Eventually hitting some nice damage up in this bell tower. The bell tower is like a blessing and a curse because it's so vulnerable.
Get down, Mr. President. Doesn't actually even work, to be completely fair. I mean, Whip did get taken down by that last rocket, so now is a medic up for the red team. I see the bombs are coming out, and he does get taken down here.
Nice one.
Frenchie, another NS. And MCV managed to wipe SAMS, but they lose their medic.
Yeah, and Fenty, he's already in here. This is just the spam to take down any potential sentry guns. And pad his logs, obviously. More importantly, probably.
It's also to get rid of some crit heals. Is usually why scouts do it. They get those 3 damage chip shots, gets rid of the crit heals. And,
yeah, that's true.
Just trying to deny them a little bit, slow them down a bit, and make them a bit softer on last. They don't make anything happen towards second because none of them are buffed. They are trying to make their way in. Maverick is actually in on Flowers, taking a 1v1 Blob chat, misses the rockets, and Blob is actually going to win that one out and trade his life at the same time, in fact. So they are going to find even more players. 4 down currently for SAMS, so they're going to have to start retreating now. Brogley's getting run at in lobby by the entire team on the blue team, and he looks like
he's going to need to hit all the pipes in the entire world.
Come on, man.
Oh, no.
He's so close. Zeno's got the sign out,
chasing them
running
forward.
around.
The bust.
On the board. MCV. They're in control now.
J-Max whispered in my ear what the name of the bust was for. What did you say?
Yeah, this is important information.
Production.
We need to know.
Hippocrates.
Hippocrates.
Who's that?
It's the father of medicine, I'm pretty sure.
Why'd you know that?
Because Beta's clever and we're not.
Yeah, I went to uni.
I did too.
I dropped out of uni.
I did too. I lasted a whole 1 semester and then I discovered that I didn't want to do it.
Oh yeah, if you survive 1 more semester than that, then you'll get to go to like the medicine bar, and those guys know how to drink and do everything. Really nice.
Dude, medicine at Aarhus University. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly what I'm talking
There's
about.
one guy in chat who'll know. If Crizzle's out there somewhere.
If Crizzle's out
Yeah, he's nodding. He's nodding.
Crizzle is out there, you know. He's playing tier 2 centers on the daily. He's on the grind still.
Yeah.
There are people around.
All right, Frenchie's in the bell tower again.
Bell
Actually doing a ton of damage.
Dude, do you ever think about how overpowered high ground is in this game? It's actually insane.
Yeah, all the time. Whenever I see soldiers on high ground.
Oh, I get it when I see scouts up there. Man.
Oh god. And when you're playing soldier and you're on the low ground, you're like, well, checkmate, and you just
Yeah.
jump out instead. You don't even try.
Yeah.
Honestly, Soldier's so OP, because if you just hit rockets, you do so much damage.
Yeah, it's a good thing Demo Man.
I'm bringing the fucking analysis. I'm telling you guys. I am a Div 2 soldier. I'm smart.
Oh, he's so smart. Anyway,
My
we
brain's
actually got
so
red
big.
team pushing last right now for once, but a headshot rings out and oh no!
Nice.
Oh, God.
Scout class,
Oh,
scout
So
class.
cringe. So cringe.
and they wipe. Oh god. That was a nice try. Good job,
Right.
Sams.
Okay, SAMS, they tried and they failed miserably to try and get in. Now Whip, 100% advantage. He probably, honestly, to be fair, does not want to pop this going into mid. He'd much rather just like get through, no Uber charge, pop it into second maybe, wipe the team perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps. I feel like they shouldn't use this Uber on this mid. They should eat the spam. Whip is currently doing that successfully, down to half HP, not dodging a single rocket because he doesn't feel like he needs to. And they're going to be able to get out onto mid by the looks of things, but they did lose Zeno, the team carry, so now they're going to have to try and make an Uber happen. They do use it out on Flowers and run all the way in deep and find one soldier in lobby and nothing else.
Yeah, they didn't get that many kills with it, but they got a ton of ground. All right, like it's going to be a long way here for Sams to go back. And Blobjab, he's just in. He doesn't care. All right, almost get the demo man there.
Yeah, that was a bit of an ambitious bomb. Kind of hoping the medic was standing there, but unfortunately he wasn't.
Shadow.
They're just chatting their way in here. They have Uber Desad and they don't care. It's 4-5
Okay, yeah,
down,
it's over.
and they just take it 5-0. MCV,
There we go. Give him a hand.
congratulations, your Insomnia69 B tournament winners, McVities Grand Standing HobNobs.
Yeah. Big congratulations to them. They are now I-69 winners.
They are.
Just don't mention which tournament it
This
was.
is-
Yep.
Guys, I'm going to be honest. This is the European victory we're going to have this LAN. So you better enjoy it while it lasts.
That might be true. I still have some copium in my veins.
Can I have some?
Yeah,
No,
there's
I-
copium back by your things over on the production desk, so go grab some.
We're winning, guys. Europe all the way, baby.
Yep, Europe all the way, baby. Anyway, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to the B Tournament stream. Coming up next, we've got some other things on the way. I'm sure there's a schedule somewhere, so check that out. 3:30 apparently is when stuff is happening, so there might be some filler content in between, so don't go anywhere or keep this open. Go get a cup of tea, I don't know. Eat some grandstanding HobNobs.
Yeah. Good night.
Welcome back to this stream, and I've got some grand champions here of the B stream, but still technically grand champions of our Insomnia B tournament. I'm here welcoming in the McVities squad. Gentlemen, it's an honor, it's a pleasure. Okay, first we've got to just find out who's who one by one. Oh, look at the gorgeous support coming out for the McVities.
Go right to left. I'm Whip. I've been long
Point the microphone, sir, I want to hear it.
Closer. Long-time leader since I took over from Benno. To my left, it goes Pascal, Lob in the helmet, Zeno with the long hair, Frenchie, and should do at the end.
All right, gentlemen, describe me like the progress or like the journey of this sort of B tournament. I mean, we got to see the final game, but we didn't really get to see all the games. So how was it going into it? Like, what were the games like before this grand final? Anybody?
I'm
Who wants to jump in?
Blob's talking.
Blob.
Okay, so start of the tournament, we were playing. Pascal was going what 1 to 20. So you got on your grind. I was actually getting kills previously, but we kind of swapped it around for the grand final. We thought that Pascal should be the one getting kills, and I fed for about an hour. But then Shadu and Zeno just decided that they'd pick up the pace. But we had two difficult games previous against Zypher and what was the other team? Samir in the big house.
Whoa, hold the phone. You played against Zypher and you ended up winning. What the frog?
We lost that. Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Oh right. Okay, that makes making sense now. It's making
But
sense.
other
Fair
three
enough.
games were a 5-0, so we were coming in confident.
How about you guys? Was this always on the cards then? As soon as you entered that sort of B tournament, you were like, this victory is assured, grand,
Yes.
easy clap.
I mean, we started off with a buy at the start of the B tournament when they announced it, and then we were either going to be playing like Naj or potentially Cyanic until Redacted happened. So we were pretty confident that those teams were going to be beatable. So I think we were ready to be in the finals. Yeah.
All right, boys. Obviously, what's it like being casted on the stream? Were there any nerves going through any of you guys at all when this happened?
Well, it is my first time on LAN this time, and I have to say I thought it would be worse, but I go through it pretty good, and
All right.
It's been great. The LAN's great.
No more LAN jitters between anybody else, no? Everyone was just playing the greatest TF2 of their lives?
No, I fed for an hour straight.
Oh, well, but that's just the norm.
I got carried.
That's just the norm. All right. So, boys, what does this mean to you? Do you think it's quite nice? You could go up to one of the 3 people and have this accolade over them. Pappy, potentially Banny, potentially Josh, and say, I'm a grand final winner. What about you? Is that... Do you care about that clout, or is it just about playing the game?
As I think Dr. Happiness was saying as we came over, we might likely be the only EU champions this LAN, so not to throw shade, but Witness were very close, but yeah, I think, no, it feels good. I think, yeah, after we only dropped 1 round after we got to playoffs, definitely after Zypher and Boomers got taken out to invite playoffs, we definitely felt confident we could go and win the whole thing.
Is there any personal highlights for your matches at all? Is there anything you want to kind of maybe tell us on stream that we maybe missed?
So, what was it? It was Sunshine, grand final, Sunshine. Pascal and I are sitting next to each other. I don't remember what was happening, but like Whip was calling to do something. There was proper comms going on, and Pascal and I were just hitting the woe over and over, and Naj was just staring at us. That was a highlight for me. I think I died pretty much after that. Like immediately, I stood still and died, but I hit the woe. So
all right, okay, don't worry. I'll write this down for Pappy.
Yeah.
Do the worm. Okay, all right.
It's like a power.
Me and Blob had an excellent moment on Staying Water last, where we both managed to hit our heads on the doorway into last 3 times in a row trying to sat.
A lot of these highlights are including Blob in these.
Yeah, it's because I'm bad.
Oh, right.
Yeah. That was a good moment.
Yeah.
How about you guys? Any more personal highlights?
I mean, I popped off on Snakewater and I was surprised myself. I didn't think I'd do that well. That's probably it.
Fair play, fair play. Now, what about, guys, I want to talk to you about the LAN itself. Obviously, it's been a couple of years now and we finally got back into it. Is there an aspect of LAN that you've really missed or enjoyed, or maybe even seen new coming into this LAN?
I think being able to sit next to the people that you play with online is just awesome. I hadn't met Pascal or Zeno until this LAN, and I sat between them, which was really fun. Yeah, just in general, getting to see the people who you get to play with is pretty awesome.
How about you lot over there?
Yeah, I think I'd echo the sentiment. I think, so 3 years ago, obviously I-65, me, Blob and Frenchie were playing together there as well. It was good to come back, see people you've seen before, meet new people, and also a lot of people who were at LAN last time, I feel like I know much better this time. It was good to hang out with Epley and stuff, because I didn't really know him last time around.
All right, gentlemen. Usually we have a kind of crowning sort of procedure. Someone takes a picture of the things, we give you a giant check. We don't have a giant check for the B stream, sadly, but I can draw you one right here, right now. It's gonna official.
I'm gonna frame this.
And I'm gonna.
How many HobNobs can we get with that?
I'll even sign it as an officiator of your thing, I-69 champions. Your total winnings is also on there, a big fat 0, goose egg, but these are for you. I want you to hold it up, pretend it's like a giant check. There we go. Whew. And I just want one final little clap from the crowd for McVities, our EU champions. Oh, soak it in, boys, soak it in.
Do we have a minute to do some shout-outs?
Of course you have a minute to do some shout-outs.
Right, well, I'm going to shout out Epley for one. He's had to go home sick. I'm sure he'd be hosting, not that you've done that bad of a job. And I'd like to shout out all the other MCV members who are here. Sir Doc, Elbeno, B, Cosmo, and Hotep, and Spake is here today. I'd also like to shout out Sways and Pander. I think that's everyone. Oh, and Gamma, of course. Oh man, that would be bad. I was thinking through, have I forgot anyone? Yes, and of course, big shout out to Gamma.
All right, okay. Anybody else, any shout outs? Just grab the microphone from each other. Wrestle.
I want to shout out Rosie.
Okay, easy peasy. Anybody on this sofa over here? Any shout outs?
Shout out Venno, Ryan, if you're watching the stream. Probably shit talking me in chat.
All right. Any more shit talk? Any more shit talk? No? No?
No, I'm gonna keep
Blob again? Oh, please.
everyone who dodged LAN. Fuck LAN. Fuck Dodgers.
Oh, wow. Oh, keep it Christian. Okay, all right. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, that is our interview stage of our B tournament. Again, once more congrats to McVities. We will have to say goodbye, however, because we're going to head on back to the invite bracket. I know, very boring here, but it's it's just a formality. But join us back here on the stream. We're going to have a nice analyst desk ready to go straight in to our lower bracket games. See you then.